I've been working with my friend Irving Welsh, who is an author. I also run a record label with him called Jack Said What, and my friend Cole Loban. So Irving obviously has written a lot of books, TV, film, and obviously the iconic Trainspotting. So he got me involved to write the music for Trainspotting the musical, which is going to be a London West End show. We've written all the music. He's done the script. Everything's ready to go. We've done rehearsals. The people we're working with is like the McIntyres. They're quite well known for putting like the big West End shows on. Basically, we did the tracks. Where me and Irving, we basically just came in here for 2 weeks and just smashed it out. We wrote about 14, 15 tracks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was like a machine, you know, and yeah. And we did it very quickly, so most of it was just in the box. Had friends coming down, and musicians, like vocalists, guitar players, bass players and stuff, and we were just sitting in the room jamming out and going, yeah, that's cool, move on, next record. And some of the tracks didn't make the cut, so we had to come back at later dates and record. I think we maybe took about 4 tracks off and put another 4 on. We've only used 3 records from the original, which was obviously Born Slippy, Lust for Life and Perfect Day, and the rest is all new music. So I've loaded one up, and it's so bare at the moment, but I can talk us through it, and I can actually show you how I'm using my gear with the conversion system.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very keen to see this.
Brilliant. This is a track. This is one off the Trainspotting musical, and it's really, really raw at the moment. There's not even any plugins on. It was just all there is on this was a few drum sounds, a guitar, and a vocal. The vocal was recorded by So Devil in Love from Alabama 3.
And it was not recorded here. That was.
Yeah, it was recorded here.
It was recorded
yeah.
again through your 1085, the same
Yes.
setup we discussed before.
Yeah, and basically, I sort of always do an EQ setting on the 1085 to where I feel it sounds best. So all the recordings here are raw, and I just use some sort of drum sounds in the box, which I'll eventually reprogram and do it like on my SP1200. But with this, the only music parts we've got in here is the guitar at the moment, but it was enough. Scott, who's actually doing the filming, Scott Booth, he's in the background here, played the guitar on this. So, yeah, it's 80 BPM. What we plan to do, like I said, we re-recorded drums, but at the end of the record, it's going to be like live drums that come in and it builds into a big crescendo. Obviously, we'll be like piano on it and different instruments, but obviously then we're going to do a lot of orchestra recording as well. So all of the music, even though we're only like demo format at the moment, it's all been scored because we had to have the scores done for the rehearsals. So some of the records we had to change the key because, you know, so the voices would sit better with male and female, things like that. So I'll play and I'll show you how like I use some of my gear and running through there and how we can print stuff. So it's really simple. Yeah, it's got like 4 kick drums and a snare. That's it. The guitar. All we've got on there is a tuner to make sure he was in tune, so we can get rid of that. But all right, I'll let it play so you can hear the vocal.
When I first held you in my arms,
So very, very, very raw at the moment.
my whole life really changed. I never let you come to no harm. I'd always keep you safe.
Yeah, see, the vocal is, you know, it sounds pretty good.
It already has a vibe, you know.
Yeah,
It's not a typical thing where you need a lot of de-essing right away. I think it's the chain that you've used to
no,
actually
yeah.
have it.
It's captured it really well.
I
So
first held you in my arms. I first held you in
maybe like
my
I'll put up
I first held you in my arms.
you know, do-
I first held you in my arms. I first held you in my arms. I first held you in my arms. I first
it's a
held
little
you
bit
in my
peaky there,
arms.
but
I first
it's
held
quite
you in.
it's quite a good it's a good recording.
I first held you in my arms.
Maybe
I first held you in my
small low cut,
arms. I first held you in.
not too much because you don't want to take away the power of the voice, and maybe a bit of a low pass as well.
I first held you in
Not too
my
much,
arms.
keep the air.
I first held.
So then what I can do, okay, so it's a good raw recording. I've only, you know, done, oh, actually, maybe.
I
like-
first held you in my arms. I first held you in my arms.
It's always around this area.
I first held you in my arms. I first held.
The boxy sound. I'll just take a little bit of that out.
I first held you in my arms.
Now I'd like put a bit of compression on that. So I'll go to mono, I'll go through my list. And
All your plugins.
yeah, so like I'll go to LA2A, which I love to use on vocal. I just check the, okay, so let's do that. There we go, it's pinged.
I first held you in my arms. I first held
you can see the meter going down there.
I first held you in my arms. I first held you in my arms. I first held you in my arms.
Right.
Right.
Check
My
the
whole
gain.
life really changed.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll never let you come to
Turn it
no
off.
harm.
And does that
I'd always keep you safe.
that LA2A sound that I just love on. It just
I brought a boy right into the world.
And I guess one thing that
Was
is
to-
actually really cool about this is that you could actually do the whole bypass from the I/O plugin
Yeah.
in Logic rather than having to go there or having
Yeah.
to also and having to do something like that. So you're right in the sweet spot,
yeah.
and you can very easily judge what the actual bit of output is doing to the signal.
Yeah, and basically, all of my gear, especially the compressors, I don't really move them. I've got everything set to the sweet spot. So the way I control it is the input and output level. So I've not put much compression on it. The meter's not moving much,
kind for this place.
as you can see. So that we're not destroying the signal.
He loved me and he loved you.
It's just catching the peaks where it goes a bit loud.
We wanted fun and grace. One skin too few for this world. Can't shield himself from the pain. You laugh and you cry, but what good does it do when everything's going down the drain? One skin
Take the
too
compressor
few
off.
for this world.
You can hear where she's singing, with the emotion she's singing in. Obviously the levels are changing, and just having that compression on the slide, it just captures all the words and brings it to the forefront. So as you can see where the volumes are changing.
One skin too few for this world. Maybe to rule in the next. One heart too pure in a swamp of manure.
Yeah, so then I can just go, right, okay, I want to stereo it a bit. So let's add the Eventide 3000. So I'll go to my mixer page. I've just set this up quickly for now because I've actually got a template that I always load up now. But obviously the template's quite new, and this was recorded a while ago. So like, I've just put some up, and I've got a record channel here, that I can send. I've got like the Lexicon here, H3000, which is Eventide, which we're going to use now. So we go to send here, we go H3000, and I've got, so then I can do H3000 to bus 1, which will send it to my record path, which is output 1314, which I can bounce here and it will record the reverb or whatever we're recording. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the 3000 is set to the microshift pitch, which is the stereo effect that is sort of a classic effect that's been used for years, and there's a lot of plugins that do it, but I don't know, I just prefer the sound, but I'll show you what it does now.
When I first held you in my arms,
so you know the stereo,
my whole life really changed. I never let you come to no harm.
Then I could go, right, okay, we need some reverb on that, and you can hear the type of song it's going to be, you know, when it eventually has the piano in it and the drums or the sort of big reverb, because I want to keep the drums quite stripped and electronic until it gets to the end of the song, and then the big sort of live kits come in and crash bang wallop stuff. So we want a quite a spacey reverb, so I'll go to the Lexicon. So let's go programs, all right, there, programs, concert hall.
I'd always keep you safe.
Then
I brought a boy right into the world.
right, it's a bit distorted.
Was too kind for this place. He loved me.
So yeah, you got your low time in, mid time in, then you can do treble decay. With vocals, I usually do it to about 3, so it doesn't do the top end so much.
Me and he loved you.
As you can hear, you can go quite long with this.
We wanted fun and grace. One skin too few for this world. Can't shield himself from the
I'll turn it off.
You laugh and you cry, but what good does it do?
That's obviously the wind up.
Everything's gone down the drain. When I first held you in my arms,
Right, we'll go back to reverb.
my whole life really changed. I never let you come to no harm.
It's just got a really lovely sound.
Always keep you safe.
Right, the guitar there, which is actually doing the bass as well. That's
It's quite a guitar, huh?
he's a good guitar player. He gets like an orchestra out of a guitar. So like we've got, yeah. See with that, it'd be nice to get some tones out of that. You can really hear the bass coming from it. So what I'll do is I'll pull up my master chain. So I use it for tracking as well, you see. So I can now run the ferns. Look, go to the mid-range area. Oh, the bottom end's crazy. Why not? Take a bit of mid out. Yeah, around there. And you can see, I'll take them out of the chain. It's quite amazing what they do and the tone it brings out. And I could throw the master compressor, which is down here, for it. Right, a bit hot, so we can turn them down here. It's just compressing it. So that's just compressing it slightly. And the great thing about this now is, right, it's just a loop, which is even better. So I can do that and go bounce in place like this. Guitar 1, T for track, and go bang. And now with the latest Logic bounce in place, that's actually recording in real time and bouncing it with my processing on. So now you're getting a much better tone from the guitar with just a very, very small tweak. And I suppose it's probably why I've got these set up in front of me, so I can just track EQ when needed. But yeah, I definitely find, you know, I use these on a lot of instruments. It's just got such a massive tone.
It did. Like the guitar sounded awesome, but once you switched it off, it just sounded a little dull compared to where it was before. Yeah. And it wasn't bad before.
No. So now we have that part here, and we can just loop it. It looks like it's a bit hot. Let's...
When I first held you in my arms, my whole life really changed.
So we just edit them, so we're replacing. So yeah, the guitar sounds, it sounds really nice now. It's a really, really big tone. Maybe, you know, the bottom end you can hear is a little bit, let's just cull a little bit. Yeah, just, you know, just to tighten it. Then, you know, we could put, I don't know, we could put phaser on it. So I'm a big fan of the old Ensoniq DP4, which everyone knows is the Daft Punk phaser. So here we go. Put it on.
Which one is this?
This one here. So if I want to print that, I'll go, right, I'll send that to record. Turn this one off. So and then I'll bounce here. Right, DP4, get 1. Something's going on.
When I first held you in my arms, my whole life really changed. I never let you come to no harm. I'd always keep you safe.
Okay, so then we just do this, put a new track in. Go to the window, get the audio out, and basically just drop it in. And then we have our DP4. We can turn the effect off here. And then,
Clean it up.
yeah, I probably overcooked it. Take a little bit of tops off. Ooh, yeah, I have. But you know, we're just doing a demo. But
I've really changed.
I kind of like the effect of the distortion, actually.
yeah, it's nice.
Never let you come to no harm.
Even the vocal, maybe, yeah, it'd be good with a bit of a delay as well. See, I usually do these one by one, but because we're sort of working quickly. So I'll go to the AMS delay now. Let's put that on.
When I first held you in my arms, my whole life really changed.
Yeah, feedback.
Never let you come to no harm.
Yeah, it's just sort of, and yeah, using a lot of these effects and stuff as well. I do that, like the feedbacks and stuff, or changing stuff. I like to mess around and do it live as well.
The feel of like actually moving something physical rather than a plug-in.
So yeah, so what you do is when you print, you're recording it, you just mess around doing like the feedback and creating all these spaces. This is the way I use my studio now, and having all of this equipment, the effect units, guitar pedals, space echoes, drum machine, synths, everything, everything's connected to this through the 128 channels I've got of the Orions, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, basically I'm using an analog studio as a bunch of plugins, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I use plugins as well, but I do prefer to use this stuff because I like the sound you get out of it. You know, it's like you can really drive into the converters as well. So if you're using like a distortion, I've got distortion pedals over there, I can like push it in, so it's actually recording into the converters. Like it's just like a full screen of, there's just like nothing left, and you know, you can create mad sounds using that, like clipping the converters as well. It's insane what you can do. It's opened up a whole world to me that, you know, was not possible a few years ago.